You can dance. Dance to the beat. Dance to the beat.
Welcome back for another episode of The Beat. Today we're joined by a very special guest. Somehow Brody and Sean in their antics on Saturday night have managed to wrangle George Smeddles into our studio today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's been happening. How you been?
Really well. Been a good tour so far. Yeah, really good. All three gigs. Been to Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. All three amazing. Surrounded by good people, good promoters. I'm not just saying that. I'm not. Honestly, like coming in is like a breath of fresh air. It really is. Like sun shines out. I was saying to the tour manager earlier, like, I think it must have something to do with the weather because like everyone's just in such a good mood. It seems everywhere we go, like it's just nice. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, has been good weather last few days actually.
Oh, is it? That's why.
Yeah.
Very, very lucky with the weather.
It's been a bit
It's
cold.
one week
Everyone's
that
normally got the ump.
Hey,
Everyone's normally got the ump. Yeah.
It's tragic. So you're wrapping up the tour tonight in Bondi?
Yes. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be good.
I've it's the first time I see the place today, the venue. Have you been before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right.
Is it normally
Yeah.
good?
It's a
Yeah,
local.
it's a good joint. Yeah.
A local.
Every
Yeah?
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, not every Saturday.
So I went in. There's like 4 different rooms that are huge.
Yeah, it's quite a big venue because they've got like an actual pub downstairs, dance floor upstairs, another room upstairs.
courtyard.
Yeah,
It's
one
almost
was
like a theatre, but it had like a big stage with a massive screen behind it. I don't know what that was used for.
That would be the main. Was that the main room with the big bar in there as well?
Top of the stairs left.
Yeah. That's it.
Is that where you're playing
That
tonight?
would be where you're playing.
And I think I was top of the stairs right.
Oh,
In there. Interesting.
Yeah.
like the
Alright.
with the
Well,
courtyard
we went
outside.
in. The woman downstairs told us to go in there, and there was a booth set up in there. So
Yeah, right.
and there was one guy like, "What the hell are you doing in here?"
Playing here tonight.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
What's your favourite city to play in Australia?
Last time, this time, to be fair, last time was very different to this time. I feel like everyone's so far been a lot more. I can be a lot more flexible what I'm playing. Like I can play a lot. Everything I played this time, the reactions have been. Last time I sort of feel like they wanted a lot more vocals, a lot more, a lot more harder. This time, they're especially the stuff I've been making and stuff. There's a lot more people there to see me play and wanting the new stuff and appreciating it. Favorite place.
Don't have to
That's
say
hard.
Sydney.
No.
Question.
I'll tell you what. No, the boat party on Sunday. It was Paluma's boat party. That was really good. Like really good. The Ivy. That's got to be my favourite, really.
It's a good venue,
The
that.
club's unbelievable. Yeah. Circus was wicked on Friday.
That's a very diplomatic answer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The vibes wise, because I was tired on Sunday. Like we went from. Obviously, we had 2 flights, flew from Heathrow to Singapore to Sydney, then to Melbourne, then played in Melbourne, flew back to Sydney on like an hour and a half sleep. Then played Sydney, had 2 hours sleep, I think. Liam, was it 2 hours sleep? Something like that, anyway. Yeah, and then flew straight to
Solid
Brisbane.
2.
And then I'm looking. What did you say?
Solid 2.
And then from Sydney flew straight to Brisbane, and I'm looking on my phone like Liam, my sets in the day, we're gonna have to go straight to the boat. Like we can't get no sleep. Like I was like, we'll go back to the hotel and have a sleep.
Have a kip.
Like a couple of hours before we go to the party, and I'm like, we ain't gonna be able to do this, mate. We're gonna have to go straight there. And so I was tired, but when we got on there, like sun's out, everyone's like rowdy on the boat, like in a good way, and within one gin tonic I had, and
One conversation with the bull.
one conversation. It was one conversation with the ball. That actually is what it was. Honestly, he sat down with me. We got a gin, and 15 minutes I felt, brand new, like weren't tired anymore, and it was wicked. That was a special day. That really good. And it was their first one.
That was it.
It
opening,
was,
buddy.
yeah.
Yeah. So for their first event, it was good.
The
Really
bull,
good.
unmatched energy. The bull.
Yeah, I think that boat up in Brisbane, I think C-Deck, it's the same people as C-Deck.
True.
Same people. Yeah. It looks sick though.
Is that confirmed, or are we going to need a fact check?
No.
that after?
It's on their Instagram. It said
Oh, right.
run by CDEC
Yeah,
Sydney.
that's a cool little venue. That.
Because Paluma booked you last time as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he booked me for a few gigs last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a really good time. Like I think he picked me up from an airport, drove me to one gig, we played, then another one, then we done another one together. It was good. Really good. Good lad.
Good
Good
man.
he's a
lad.
proper-
Mate, he's
proper legend.
honestly, I've got a lot of time for him. And I've just been to his house earlier, went to his studio, and he was showing me through a load of his new promos, and he's got some serious stuff.
He knows how to hit the top of
Yeah,
those charts.
he's working on some new bits as well that, I think people are going to be, they're going to be really pleased when they hear what he's got cooking up. So, yeah.
Yeah, so how did you get into music? Obviously, London's got a very different rave culture compared to Australia. Were you always into music from you were young, or was it when you started going out raving yourself that you kind of thought you want to make a fist of it?
My family, really. My family are massive on their music, especially my auntie and uncle, mum and dad. Most of them really. They're especially into house, love their soulful house. So yeah, they got me, brought me up on Kerry Chandler, Motown, and that's a big difference. But it's not really, just good music. Well, what I think is good music, So yeah, got brought up on all that, and yeah, just went from there. And then when I was 15, around 15, maybe 14, I see my uncle, two of my uncles playing at a party on these decks. I was like, they wouldn't let me have a go.
Oh.
And then every time I used to have to go and stay around I used to go and stay around my uncle and aunties every now and again. And I used to sleep in the room where his vinyls were. It was wall to wall vinyls and his records, literally, and he'd never let me touch them.
I bet you now he would.
Yeah, he does now. Yeah, he'd never let me go anywhere near him, and so that made me want to do it more. And then I think it was 15, around when I was 15. I think it was Christmas on my birthday. I think it was Christmas. I asked some decks, got some decks, just like a Newmark box. Have you ever seen them? Newmark, they're just CDs, you had to, like the jog wheels, fucking little shitty thing with your finger. Yeah, it was like that big.
Yeah.
So did that, and so I had the decks, was trying to mix, couldn't mix, was doing all parties for everyone at school, 18th, 21st, all my family parties. My family's huge. So I was doing all their parties, all their friends' parties. So that sort of got me into a wide variety of music, more than I was already into. And a little bit later on, I was boxing quite a lot, and there was a fight on one day, and ringside was a guy who's now actually my best friend. He was playing. I went and asked for, I think it's like a Frankie Knuckles tune. He was like, "How do you know that? You're not old enough to know that," or something. I was like, "I don't know." And it was obviously my family, and he invited me around his house and taught me how to mix. And a couple of weeks later, invited me on a pirate radio station, taught me how to mix vinyl. Got me to mix it live on radio. Shitting myself.
Wow.
Always remember that. Always remember that.
Have you got that recording?
Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
You might have to send us that too.
And then I was 17, he actually snuck me in a club, in Egg Club in London.
Yep.
Crazy enough, that was where actually I had my first ever gig, in the main
Egg.
room.
Full circle.
In the main room.
Wow.
That's quite a big club, isn't it?
Yeah, it was one of the biggest. You got that, at the time, Egg and Fabric in London. To me at the time, Egg was the one. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've got your set, and it's in the main room, and you've got to say you're 18, and we're gonna get you around the back, or whatever." And
I barely even got in there as a punter last year when I went. It's like going through an airport security trying to get in there.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
It's tight. It's like that a lot in London now because of all the whatever goes on. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on there, and they've made it quite hard to get in clubs, which I understand, which is good in a way. It's just a fucker when you forget your ID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I seem to do quite a bit if I go out with my mates.
So where did you go from there? You've had your gig as a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
How did you sort of progress to where you are now?
he actually said to me, "You should go to Ibiza." My friend, his name's Josh. For the video, Josh Watt.
Shout
He
out
plays on-
Josh.
Yeah, shout out Josh.
Big shout out to Josh.
Yeah, and he said you should go to Ibiza. Everyone around me was so encouraging about doing music and stuff. At the time, I didn't even really know that is really what I wanted to do. Well, I always wanted to do music. I always wanted to be a DJ. He was trying to get me to go there to produce, and like I didn't know if I was going to promote. I was promoting it. I started promoting at Egg a short while after that. And I remember Ali B, his name is. He's the head of promotions at Egg, and he came up to me and he said, I always remember one night he said, "You've got to make a choice, George, because I can see you doing something special in the industry." And he's like, "You either need to start carry on promoting or carry on producing." I can't remember what time this was. No, or start producing. That was what it was. Yeah, before this. Yeah, I'm in order. Yeah, carry on promoting, because I was promoting a few events. I was doing Thursday nights near where I was. I had quite a lot of nights going on, like student nights and stuff that I was promoting, and then going to work like fucking knackered and pissed still, and and he actually said to me, "Look, do one or the other." And at the time, Josh was like, "Look, go to Ibiza." I think I went and done my first season there. Second season, he said, I could actually afford a laptop. I think that's what it was. Downloaded Logic for my birthday. I got Logic. And went out there. And that second season, I wasn't going out as much as my mates were. The first season I was, but the second season I sort of reined it in a little bit. And I used to just sit in this little apartment on my bed and just try and teach myself how to produce. And I got Logic because my mate had it. So I used to ring him. So like, how do I get my hats sounding the way that they should do? Why are they sounding this shit? And how do I get my kick sound like that? And he used to help me a little bit, and so just literally kept doing that. Did another season, got a load of bed covers. I wish I had a picture. I always think this. I got a load of bed covers. We had a big balcony. There's like 4 of us living in there, and I had all these bed covers and just put them up with like string and what are they called? Cable ties.
Yeah.
And just hung them all up and just made like a little box thing at the back of the balcony, and just used to stay there and just make tune after tune after tune after tune. And then Max Chapman actually came back for an afters one day, which I was like, fucking hell. Like,
To the job I was staying
yeah.
at.
No, I met him. I was at Solid Grooves opening or closing one season. And it was empty.
Wow.
There was hardly anyone there. This is how much they've obviously come on a long
Biggest
way.
brands in the world. Yeah.
And I was there, and I see Max, and I'd sent him a tune ages before, and he never really recognised me. And I see him in there and said who I was, and he's like, probably like, "Oh yeah, fuck off." And we was like, "Oh, let's." He just said, "Oh, we're going back for an after party. Do you want to come?" That's what I do as well. Let's go. And so we went back. I don't know whose video it was, but everyone was fucked.
Trash the place.
Yeah, fucked. Like, gone. And me and him were just playing for ages. And I was never confident enough at the time to play any of my own tunes, so I didn't show him. I just didn't. And then the next time he come back out, he was playing at Eden down the road, and I went and picked him up from the airport. I tried to book him for a party before this. So there's a little bit of a connection after the Solid Grooves thing. We spoke and we did speak. And then he said he was coming back out to play at Eden, which is down the road from me. Come back out. I picked him up from the airport. He come back to mine. He said, "Oh, show me some of your tunes." So I showed him, and he signed them on the spot.
Fuck.
And that was my first ever EP.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shit.
crazy.
Some serious
Yeah,
talent.
nuts. Yeah, big up Max.
So would you say Max Chapman was sort of instrumental early on for you, sort of helping you?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's helped me. Yeah, he's done everything.
Yeah.
Really.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have helped me a lot. That's why I think I am the way I am. People, I always try, go out my way, because I've had so many people go out their way for me.
You were very hospitable with us. We thought, I thought for sure after we had a chat to you on Saturday night, you were just going to be like, Yep, and then just never respond.
Who are these
man.
drunk idiots?
Yeah, you hear these turkeys, and then
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was probably just as drunk as you. So.
and
Yeah, I
then
was
here
actually
you are.
going to ask who
Yeah.
you're sort of like, because I'm always interested to see when a DJ breaks through who their first people supporting their music is as well. So obviously Max.
Yeah,
Do you remember who else around
Max
that time?
Max was supporting all my music. Like I said, I think it was a 4-track EP. It's called Baby Drums. It's the craziest thing, actually. I got home late that season, after we signed the EP. I was plumbing at the time. My mum worked in a doctor's, and the heating broke down. And I went there to fix heating. I was draining the heating down. I was on a radiator, working on a radiator. And I got, I think, is it a text or a call? I think, a text, a long text from him. And basically saying, cutting it short, do you want to run residence with me? Do you want to come on board and run the label with me, sort of thing? And that really sort of, I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, things really just went quick from there because, me and Max really clicked, you know? We're not from the same area. A lot of people think I am from Essex, but I'm not from Essex. We just clicked, and he just helped me out. I think he was doing a lot of work at the label at the time, producing a lot. He was touring a lot. I think it's a lot to run a label on your own. It is.
What time was this? What year we talking around?
20... Oh, bloody hell. You know what? I wouldn't even know. I actually wouldn't even know.
Somewhere
I'm a
in the
nightmare
2000s.
with... Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
2015, 16?
16,
Around there? Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. But it's a lot of work to run a label. Yeah, and he's obviously seen me, this young producer, wannabe producer, who's hungry. You know, who's got a good ear for music because he was into what I was doing. So fucking, you know, he's touring a lot, he's busy. Why not bring him on? You know, and so that's where all that started, really.
So was that doing like A&R work, or were you
Yeah,
helping like doing the marketing, branding, all that kind of stuff? too?
yeah. We give it not a rebrand, small little rebrand, if you like, sort of thing. Done a couple of posts and got a lot of new music together. Spoke about where we wanted to go moving forward, and done it. And I think the label went from how many followers to maybe double very, very quickly. It was good. We worked really well together, and the music was working as well. So I don't know if you remember any of the. That was it as well. Because I said to, I don't know how, I think I met Darius at an after party around the last season. I said to Max, I think I might just get Darius on a remix, and got him on that remix for my first EP. So
It's a pretty big name to snag.
yeah.
First
So
EP.
that was cool. So it was just sort of bringing that to the label. Yeah, it was good.
You have a good
Good
relationship
time.
with Darius now as well?
Yeah,
Few tracks together.
Yeah, making
Lots
a
of
lot
parties
of music together. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, when we're DJing together, it's just a nice vibe. He's got his sound, I've got my sound, but we're into exactly the same music, and that's why when we collab, it just flows.
Flows real
You
well.
know, yeah. You know, it's elements that I like, elements that he likes, and most of the time it's exactly what we both want anyway. So yeah, we're doing quite a lot actually. We've got about 4 or 5, no, maybe 4 unreleased tracks that are just on the hard drive. So
Biding their time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to them. But yeah, I think we've released. We've done Back in the Dance on Defected. It's done really well.
There's a good story behind that. How it was in COVID, you were making it,
Mhm.
and then you wanted to make a track that for when you're back on the
Yeah.
dance floor.
Yeah.
You just wanted it to be like, you are
Yeah.
back in the dance.
That's it. Yeah.
How long did that take to make?
We done that quick. We done that within a day. Yeah. I don't know how many hours, but it was within a day. It was quick.
You could work for months on a track, get nothing, and then
It's how it is though sometimes. And the best ones are the quick ones. Sometimes it takes me. I'm sitting there. I go into the studio. I knock up ideas quick. Get the drums quick. Get the groove going. Get the bass line down quick. Even if I get a vocal in, but it's if something, or if I don't put a vocal in, maybe I could sit there for another day. going through vocals.
Vocal gives you that direction.
Yeah,
So-
but then that's another day gone. And I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, I've been working on this for a day. Like, oh, what else can I put in the track? And you're dead. Do you know what I mean? If there's a spark, it happens, and I think it's like when you're least expecting it.
Yeah, I think it's
You
always
go
that
into the
one
studio.
element, that one part of the track, and then you're like, all right, now I've got something to go around. Like you're sitting there with a groove, trying to play around with melodies, whatever, for so long, and then that one little bit clicks, and you're like, that's cool, and then from there.
I think it's like with that with Michael Bibi when he
Hanging Tree.
Yeah, he went to go watch Wolf of Wall Street.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of Otto's
That's a
chair.
good film. That's one of my favourite films. I love that.
I'm thinking of where he's
Oh,
banging his chest.
yeah,
that one.
yeah,
I'm thinking of that one. But
great
yeah,
movie, but
Great movie. Yeah.
Add that one to the blunders.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
yeah, then he went to see that, and then went home and nicked the vocal, and then made it in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And played it that night, and then it just blew up.
Yeah. They're the best ones. The ones that happen quick. And it's, you know, I know you're producing and stuff. So just don't have that in your head. Like, I've got to make something quick. Otherwise, I ain't going to work.
Nah.
Yeah, but it's just when you just got to, that's why I say to everyone, just churn them out. Just keep making tunes. And if something's not working, don't worry about it. Get on to the next one. Don't let nothing go stale. Because otherwise, when things are going stale, you're in the studio, it makes you kind of resent it. That's what I've been like. And it's, yeah,
What's
not
it?
good.
What's it like seeing people like Michael Bibi supporting your tracks? Because he played that festival track in that last night of DJ Saved My Life edit.
Yeah.
He was giving those a workout,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he's really good with them. Supported them a lot. Yeah, it was nice. Not really nice to wake up to. Like I'm good friends with Michael Bibi. He's from near enough the same area as me. He's a London boy, and he used to do he used to run like called Dawn. I don't know if it was. I don't suppose you know Marwan. I don't think he works with him. You know, goes abroad with him or anything. But he used to run the parties, and yeah, I think Marwan ended up doing it. But I always used to want to play for the parties. I used to go there. And Mark's a bit older than me, and I used to see him playing. I used to think, I want to play for this party. It was an after hours party, but they used to go off in London, and eventually later on, I got to play for him, sort of thing. But he's a sound lad, really really nice guy, and yeah, when I see him supporting the tracks, so I sent him them, and he actually played it before me.
I did read that. Was you
Festival track.
Yeah, you sent him some tracks, and I think did you just chuck the festival track in, and you thought it wasn't polished,
That's
and then
it.
you woke up and he played it, and it was
Yeah.
going bonkers.
Yeah. Because I made it just before I was going on tour to. I think it was. I was playing somewhere in South. I know it's. I think it's for an America tour, and it was like last minute in the studio. Quick tune, done it very very quick. Like just slapped it together. Sent it to him. Well, I didn't send it to anyone for a while, for a good couple of weeks. Went away. I was with my manager in an Airbnb in San Diego, and I just showed him for a few tunes, and I thought, what do you think of that one? Fucking that tune. I was like, I'm going to send a few tunes out to a few people today. Like maybe I'll put that one in there. So I put that one in, and yeah, and then I think maybe a day or two after I showed or Clooney see the video, and you know he's one of my boys as well. He asked for the track, sent it to him, and I was in the same area at the time in San Diego when I watched him drop it at a festival. Fucking crazy.
Must be a pretty good feeling.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, so this is a good tune. Yeah. So I will play it. That's all right.
And so because I was in the interview or article I was reading, it said that I think you thought, was there like some impurities as such in the track that like you didn't polish off, but you thought, I'm just going to leave it because...
Yeah, I left it. Yeah. There was loads. Yeah, it could have... It was so unpolished. It was rough. But rough sounds good on a system.
Added to that character, I guess.
I like, you know, I like rough sounding tracks, you know? So, yeah, it was... Especially after them guys were playing it as well. And then I was playing it on the bigger stages. And just see how much it was working, thinking, why do I want to change it? Why do I want to mess with something, you know, fix something that's not broken, sort of thing.
Did that feel like a big breakthrough moment for you, that track?
Yeah, Yeah, in a lot of areas, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I knew it wasn't going to do as much as it could have done if I put it on a bigger label, but I needed something to put my label on the map.
I did.
Yeah, and it really did help. And I kind of wanted to show as well that you don't always need to have these, you know, huge labels to sort of back yourself to, you know, if it's good music, it's good music. I knew what I had in my head that it was never going to go to the top of the chart straight away. And things that don't go straight away in Beatport and stuff like that don't tend to go after, because the new stuff comes out, you know, twice a week. But I just thought, you know, it's got longevity and it's still in the charts now after, I don't know when I released it.
2022, August.
Yeah. That's good.
Did we crank it at Resonance? I think we played festival track at one of our events.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So there you go, and it's still kicking around the charts now.
Definitely.
And one of the main points in my label is I just wanted to release stuff that's going to sound good in 10 years, basically.
Timeless tunes.
Yeah, that's it. If it's going to sound good in 10 years, I want to put it out. If that's why I'm holding on to tracks quite a lot. If I'm playing them for 2-3 months and then they leave the bag, then there's no point.
So you're speaking about your own label, South. What was the inspiration for starting that?
The inspiration for starting it was I was making tracks and struggling to sign them to labels, to be honest with you. That was really why I wanted to have my own label, because I just wanted to be able to put out music freely. I was making tunes and sometimes not being able to put them out for 3-4 months. And 3-4 months. Longer than that. Yeah.
I was going to say it's quite.
Yeah. It's quite quick. 3-4 months. What's going on about?
High standards.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe like a year or longer. And I was just struggling to get them on labels that I wanted to get on. And then I was putting it out on labels, and like I was saying to you earlier when we met up earlier, it was these labels, sometimes they're releasing tracks 2 weeks after I'm putting tracks out, and it's like I've spent ages on that, you know, and you're promoting it for a week or two, done a couple of posts, and then it's forgotten about. So I wanted to, you know, start my own label to put a lot of my music out and do it my own way, sort of thing, you know.
So pretty much anything you make, and as soon as you feel like if it's a label, you'll go straight with it, put it onto the label. So if you make a track and you feel like it fits, you'll just put it straight on, or are you usually looking to like send it out to other labels? What's your go there with putting tracks on your own label?
What, other people's tracks, yeah?
No, your own tracks. So say, because you've got a few of your own tracks on the label,
yeah.
If you make like a really good track, you look to first ship it out to other labels, or do you want to get it onto yours?
Some tracks I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to put that on my label. I don't know why. I
Depends
suppose
on the sound, though.
yeah, it's sound. Yeah. I guess that's a few tracks that I make, I'm like, right, that's the direction I want to take my label in. So let's put that as a B-side or whatever. Or yeah, really, I guess.
And with your label, you were saying to us before that you like to work with artists, and I think you mentioned Max Dean was studying music for about a year before you got a track signed to him.
Yeah.
So, is that something you look to do, or that just sort of you find artists that you like and you like to, or you think they can sort of take us to that next level and you want to help get there?
Yeah, well, Max Dean was actually one of the first. Like I said, I was working with Max at Resonance when he sent me that. And then obviously that's before when I started my own thing. Max sending me tracks for quite a while, and I could hear that. I heard here they were good, like really good. But go on, lovely. Why not? I could hear they were really good. There was just a little bit more. You know, just keep churning them out basically. And I kept saying, you know, like just keep going. Please keep sending them. Please keep sending them. And he did. And then he sent me that EP, and I was like, that's the one. Let's take that.
Is there any other artists like that at the minute that you're trying to work in with or trying to get onto the label as such? Is that the right way to put it?
There's a few artists I'm loving their sound. Well, let me first say Luke Dean, Max Dean's cousin. He's I think he's only 19.
Young prodigy.
Yeah, I think he's 20. I think he's 19 now. Either way, 19 or 20, does it really bloody matter? Like he's quality. Like I don't think I've heard a more forward-thinking producer around at that age who gets, how to. I'm playing his tracks. Like he sent me a list of tracks the other day, and I think I played 3 or 4. I've played maybe 5 of them since I've been here in the last couple of days, and he's just sending people nuts. Like he just gets it. He's getting how to work a crowd. Like it's good to hear. He's definitely going to be one to watch out for. He's going to do a lot. Like a lot.
That's a massive rap.
Yeah. He's going to do a lot. I'm very, very confident. Without a doubt, he's going to do a lot. His music already sounds that good. I can't wait to hear how it sounds later on.
Shout out to Luke.
Yeah. Shout out to Luke.
Shout out Luke.
So
Getting out to Oz.
yeah.
Yeah, get him out here. Definitely. Seb Jacobs. Sem Jacobs. Dutch guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's. I'm loving his tunes. I'm trying to get him on the label. So, Sam, if you're watching this, please come on. No, I'm speaking to him at the minute, but he's doing his own thing, which I respect a lot.
That is a lot of respect to be able to hold off.
I respect. Yeah,
true to himself.
He's. I don't know. I think he's doing some stuff with No Art.
Okay.
Maybe, but so far he's only released on his new label, which I love. I'm like, give me the tunes, especially I can't get them. Makes you want more. But I'm loving all his stuff that he's making. He sent me an edit he did the other week. It's fucking unreal. Like, it sounds so good. There's quite a few. There's loads of producers that I'm loving this out at the minute. To be honest, there's some really good up and coming producers as well, which is nice.
So what's it like being on the other side of the label, listening to, I think you were saying before, some days you get like 15, 20 tracks a day. What's it like being on that side of the label, having all those tracks to listen to, the admin to it?
Especially on tour as well. Like when you're
Yeah.
constantly...
How do you manage all that?
On tour?
Just in general.
Well, in general, yeah. I try my best to, like I said earlier, actually, I get back to every single person who sends me. I'm not the best at opening up the emails and having time to go through them, because a lot of the time when I'm home, I just want to make music, to be honest. And then if I'm not making music, I just want to be with my family and my friends. So I'm shit on my phone. I'm shit on my social media. Shit at looking through promos.
shit at everything.
Yeah, shit everything, basically.
It's good at making tunes.
Thank you.
Not a bad DJ as well.
Yeah. But a lot of the reason I have a little bit of a fear of opening them, to be honest, because I'm like, right, if I open these, I have to reply to every single one of them. I know I do, because I'd have been gutted if I sent someone a promo or a demo, and they opened it, or I didn't know if they opened it and they didn't get back to me. That's horrible. But if I knew they didn't open it because they didn't see on the SoundCloud, or there wasn't a play on the SoundCloud, I'm like, okay, well, I've still got a bit of time, and I will open them. It's just, so obviously this week's hectic. But yeah, I enjoy it. But like I was saying earlier again, it's quite difficult to keep going through all of them, especially when they're demos for the label, and it has nothing to do with the label. And it's like some big room techno tracks with like a big cheesy vocal, and I'm like,
It's not it.
why have you sent this?
Very frustrating.
I wouldn't even play it. And they know I won't play it because I've got sets online, there's sets on SoundCloud. Maybe they see me play, I don't know. But I definitely wouldn't play that sound. And it's only the odd 1 or 2 anyway. Or 10 or 20. Yeah. No, but like I said, the younger sort of up and comer guys as well, if they're not up to standard, I love that, because I can give them feedback, and then hopefully, we can get somewhere and get them on the label, and help them get there, just like Mac, just like Darius did with me. And, so it's a pleasure to work with people and help them get somewhere if I can, help in any way.
Are you listening to those in full, or like part full when you listen to them back? Or do you just sort of, like, if you got a load to go through, do you sort of just like get to the crux of it?
I normally listen to the start. I like to hear the start, the very start. then I normally like to try and find where the bass line first comes in, or the break, and then the bass line comes in. Then both drops in full. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Or on the first drop, or if I go through the first bit like I said, and then the first drop, and I know it's just one of them tracks that I would never play, and not for the label, and
See you later.
yeah, they probably got it wrong by sending it to me.
Definitely. Would you say you have any advice for, besides obviously needing to fit the label, would you have any advice for anyone sending tracks to yourself or other labels? Like, do you prefer them sending EPs, or would you prefer solo tracks?
Don't mind. I just love getting new music from anyone, really. And I don't want to be put off by me saying that. I don't mean to sound, it's just some of them. I'll show you. Some of them are just completely, like I said, heavy, like real dark techno tracks and stuff. But with the label, I want to put garage out. Like, to say one EP. One of the ideas that what I still want to do. I'd love to have like a garage track, a houseier track, a deeper track, and really mix EPs up. When I was doing the vinyl release as well, I think it's quite important to have something for everyone on them, because they're not cheap nowadays as well. It's just good to have a bit of something for everyone. So an EP I've got coming soon. It's got literally a bit of it. One's garage. There was actually a garage track on the Luke Dean EP that we had to take off. There was 6 tracks on the Luke Dean EP I just released on South.
Wow.
I think it's 6 or 7 that we wanted to put on it, and that I was playing.
This guy's good.
We narrowed it down to 6 strong tunes, really strong. One was a garage track. I was going to put it as a bonus track. We just decided not to, because I wanted to really, it's his first big EP, or maybe his first full EP, and wanted to really give him a big boost of it. So we took it off. The next one I might put it on.
So you can have a 5-track EP.
No, it was a 4-track EP.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's when you do 5-6 track EPs, tracks get lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I want all sorts of music being sent to the label. If it's good, if it's housey, that's the main thing. Housey, garagey. I'm looking for everything. So
Yeah, I think that's what we see Darius talks about a bit as well, that it's all house and techno, like fucking genre shit.
Oh, it is really, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, because that's something we've spoken about recently as well. Like, when you see someone be able to smash a set at 2 p.m. at a day party, play it, or smash a set at 5 a.m. peak hour, like that's where you become a really good DJ.
Yeah.
And you've got level, like you're not just a one-trick pony, and you can really work the crowd and the vibe properly.
100%. Yeah.
So I think that's really important.
So you're off to Thailand next, right? Thailand?
Yeah. Bangkok tomorrow.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, buzzing. I've never been.
Right.
I've never been before. So really look forward to it.
And is it just the one gig you've got there, or you got a few? Actually, Thailand would be
Just the one. Just the one in Bangkok.
I reckon they've got some good parties there.
No, but I'm saying it's probably not big enough to do.
True.
Like, 2
There are
clubs in
some
the
cool
same area
venues.
aren't going to book you. But
Yeah.
The venues
Find out
there are mad.
what the venue's called. It's Swerve Digital.
No.
Can't say.
That's the name of the brand.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I think they're a record label. They release some good music.
Actually, no, Thailand does look good to party.
No, I'm not saying it's not good to party.
Oh,
I'm just saying because it's probably like a smaller place.
Right.
He's not going to play at this club, and
True.
then there's a club 100
Yeah.
meters down the road.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna
Gotcha.
play at.
Hey.
Yeah.
All good.
I went to a club called Illusion in Phuket in Thailand. No, it was I think that's rated like number 3 in the world or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not called Illusion. No.
Shut down.
No, it's
You know what I'm
not.
talking
No.
about?
I'm saying the one I'm playing at is.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this one was it's in Phuket and it was huge. But it was like we went, it was like EDM and
Nah.
confetti and all that shit.
It's your style of music, isn't it?
Don't start, Sean.
I've heard wicked things about. To be fair, I've heard wicked things about Thailand, like everywhere in Thailand.
Yeah, no, it's lots of Brits there too. So
Yeah.
come the other side of the world and you'd be stuck with all the Brits still.
Yeah. You're saying you're trying to drag me to
Yeah.
a bar in a
Could
bit
you-
with the Brits. So
You're
I'm
about to
trying to get
experience
away
Coogee
from
Bay.
it for a few weeks. No, I'm not.
Brits abroad.
So
Yeah.
you've got, so after Thailand, you got Mexico and then
What's
Back
the rest?
Yeah,
to-
well, I fly back after Thailand, back to UK, literally like 12 hours, 16 hours, something like that.
oh, so ruthless.
And then fly straight to it's my manager's wedding in Mexico. I'm not playing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I will
You
probably
might have
play.
to hop up on the deck.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be good fun. We've got like a golf day and then wedding and yeah. I still haven't booked my flights yet, which is bad.
That is
Yeah,
bad.
Should get around
That
to
is
that.
bad. Yeah, I know. I do.
Why not make it to the wedding?
We need to do that tonight. Yeah. Copy. Roger that. Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
played up any other shows over there as well? Or are you just going for the wedding and that's it?
No, just the wedding.
Oh,
I
man.
was actually meant to do a tour. There's some complications with the visa, and even though it would have probably come through, they didn't want to let anyone down or any of the promoters down.
That's fair enough.
People down to come in and see me play. So we postponed the tour till Halloween.
Oh, man.
It's a good weekend to go there.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
I've never been, but I've heard it's
Is it?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, apparently it's crazy out there at Halloween.
Oh, like you were saying?
someone was, but yeah, that would be mental in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the rest of the summer like? You've obviously got a few gigs in Ibiza.
Yeah, got playing for Defected and Ibiza Abode. I think I may have one or two abodes. And then
Eden as well. Eden?
Eden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both of them?
yeah, both. of them.
That's the biggest club in the world. Is it Eden?
Nah.
I think that's
It's only quite like
We were talking
Privilege.
about this the other day. Privilege.
Oh,
Privilege.
Did you say privilege?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure,
We're trying to figure it out
Yeah.
the other night.
that's not open anymore, is it?
It's temporarily closed.
Oh, is it?
It says
I think so.
temporarily.
Probably
It's
not.
been a
I
couple
haven't
of
seen
years.
nothing this year about that. Maybe.
No, I think 2019 was the last year it was
COVID
running.
got the best of it.
Yeah, but I think
Surely
it's
not.
just for works maybe.
It's mad. When I was saying that Solid Grooves earlier, that there's a club attached to Privilege called Vista, and that's where they was doing their parties. Wicked, massive
Yeah.
Oh,
club.
I've seen the
And it
video
goes
of
out.
that. Yeah.
It's a big
That's
window.
it. That's the one. Yeah, but to the side of that is actually Privilege. And
Right.
I did 3 seasons, 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 seasons in IB, 3.5. And I never even went there. Never stepped foot in Privilege.
Really?
Went to Vista. Never Privilege.
Just not privilege.
No, I don't know why I'm gutted, really. Because I've seen seen videos and stuff and heard things. It's nuts. Like a big swimming pool, I think.
Yeah, it looks,
From what
the
I've heard.
photos look crazy.
There'd be some
Might be wrong.
nasty things in that swimming pool.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Don't know if I-
Imagine.
I wouldn't even dip
Don't
my
get
toes
yourself in
that.
there.
Yeah. I'd be
We
like
swam at Ibiza Rocks. I don't know why we did that. We came out of there with 5
I could probably think of a
STDs.
few reasons why you did. So what's your favourite
right.
party in Ibiza to play at?
Favorite party in Ibiza.
Club as well. It's favourite venue there.
Favorite venue. I played Amnesia.
That I
To be honest,
swear-
I haven't played for a lot of parties. Because I've kept myself to myself quite a bit. Not on purpose, just the way it's gone. You know, I was saying about not tying myself to labels and wanting to start my own because it felt a lot of labels weren't really that forward thinking in the music. Well, didn't want to risk because I was making something different. They didn't want to take risks, so I weren't being signed to labels, which led to me not getting bookings by many labels. So I wasn't really playing for a lot of parties. I've always sort of done my own thing really, and now and again had some good bookings. I paid for a Bode at Amnesia.
that place
and
looks different every
closed.
time.
Closed it.
Oh mate,
Fuck.
That'd have been
unbelievable,
some scenes.
unbelievable. Yeah, it was full. Right, but and I used to go there. I remember I made a track called "Shake Your Body," and that whole EP, and that was that was me watching Corolla at Music On in Amnesia.
Absolute
Just a few memories going home and just taking that inspiration and making the tracks. So playing there to a crowd the same size was fucking just nuts. Yeah.
What
Crazy.
time do those parties wrap up? Because they just go a bit overtime, don't they? Like usually
They
in the morning.
used to. I used to roll out of there at like 1, 2, 3 in the afternoon sometimes. Yeah, it's crazy.
Different
But
world.
sometimes I never used to go there because I used to go there every week when Corolla was playing.
Every week
Every week, yeah. Because I was living there.
in Ibiza.
You know, yeah.
fair play to you.
yeah. So I did 3 seasons there.
Probably be there every week as well.
Yeah.
You won't come back. Yeah. I used to go every week. Yeah. So it was nuts there. Really, really good. Really
Went
good.
to Music On at Pacha last year. It was like incredible.
I'd never seen it. Never seen it at Pasha. It was so good at Amnesia. I know there was a falling out. I heard or something.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know. that was why it moved. But it was. Did you ever go to Amnesia?
I've been to Amnesia, but I haven't been there when it's not
music-
Elro.
Oh yeah, music on there.
Good. Corolla
Yeah,
and the
oh,
terrace.
mate.
Just the
Just
sun's
that geezer up
yeah.
there. He's glasses on. Yeah, mate.
Let him do his
He
thing.
was slamming like garage in the morning.
Yeah,
like, fucking dumb, like 11 o'clock in the morning. Like
That's what he
dropping
wants.
these mad little tunes. Fucking
People
got
still
the
have
shoulders going. Yeah,
yeah.
revive me.
He would have to be
I never used to go there sometimes till 3, 4 in the morning.
here. Everyone's asleep at fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last
Wow.
year was nuts. I did 4 nights there last year, and even like getting the taxis around and stuff, there's none around. Like it was just chaos. They oversold all the parties and like trying to get around. I had to walk after music on. I had to walk home from Pasha to I was staying near, Jet's apartments.
No, you didn't.
I had to walk
No,
home.
you didn't.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Fuck off.
At 7 in the
No,
morning.
you didn't.
I did.
What, how you not?
Huh? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was no
On
other
your own
option.
as well, wasn't
oh no, I was with my mate Rio. That was it. But I was fucking shirt
I
off,
suppose
sweating. Like
if
it
you
was,
can't do nothing. Yeah.
'Cause
What
everyone-
time was that?
so we left. We stayed till close at 7, and everyone was waiting in the taxi line. And I was like, "This is fucked. We're gonna be waiting all day."
2.5 hours. That's Ibiza town.
Yeah,
To play the boss.
yeah, it was fucking far.
You walked up the motorway as well. Dodgy.
Fair.
And then
Dodgy
because we
jumps.
came out of
Should have given it one of them.
yeah, we tried.
Oh, you did.
We-
I bet
'cause
you
we
did actually.
did that from Amnesia,
Get
and
one of-
some guy just goes €50. I'll take you back after Elro. I was like, yeah, sweet, €50 done.
Get one of them dodgy taxis where you got
Yeah. Would you rather
They're the
walk
ones.
or get the
that's what you need to do when you go out there. Get the workers' taxis. But
Nah.
I heard last year they take the workers. So like people like when I was doing a season out there,
Oh, right.
we do taxi.
Right.
It's illegal.
yeah, this
yeah.
guy was dodgy
You
as.
got a good story about that. We can
It was.
Yeah, but oh really?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it
We
was
left DC10. It was Paradise.
Paradise
It was the
closing.
last night as well.
We left, and the guy was like, "Oh, just want to lift." We're like, "Yeah, sweet." And then he took us obviously down the back roads and whatever up the DC10, that with the bush and stuff around there.
Through
and-
like cornfields.
Yeah,
we're
you tried-
driving for like 10 minutes, and we're going, "What the fuck's
Oh
going on?"
god, you come out of DC and didn't go right, did he?
No.
we went behind these fields, like we were literally driving through a field, and then Bailey's like, "Oh, where are we going?" And he was not answering.
He was just on the steering wheel, just staring straight.
And
so I started freaking out.
I could,
So where did you come out? Sorry,
Came out of the club. He went like straight, didn't he? As you come out.
out of DC10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know this because this is where the drunk ones go. So if you
Makes
come
sense.
out, go
You can't
left, there's
see
a cut
cops.
through
Mm.
of like the field.
Yeah, that was
And
it.
it leads a mad way, and you come up like to like mountains or something.
Yeah, I
don't
can't
know.
remember
Right.
exactly.
Where
but
did we come out? We came
We
out.
came out at the back of Ushuaia.
Ushuaia, yeah.
Yeah.
Came out the back of there.
It
And
was fucked.
Yeah, I could feel the panic in his voice starting to and I was sitting behind the driver. I was dead set getting ready to start choking him.
And then he finally I was like yelling pretty much at this point, "Where are we going?" And then he finally goes, "Oh, it's just here." And
We
then
thought,
he came out.
it was curtains for us.
Yeah, I was just thinking fucking banged up abroad.
Yeah. It's getting our kidneys hatched out or something.
Would have been a bad way to end the trip.
Run out holding your bum.
Oh, it's not.
So what is next for George Smeddles? What do you got coming up in the works?
I've got there's a lot of music. There's a lot coming out on the label. I've got a Nature EP coming out on WAF. You know WAF's label, Nature?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 4-track EP coming out on that. That's been getting a lot of support. Actually, Corolla's just started playing that, which is amazing because
Big buzz.
it was nice. He was playing the last time he played one of my tracks, Blue. The track Blue. And I heard that he was playing some of my tracks, but I've never seen him on videos. And because he's Corolla, I used to go and see him religiously. I'm always, no matter where I get to, I'm always going to be like, if I see him playing one of my tunes,
You're there.
that's a fucking good tune. That's right, I can play it now. But yeah, so I've got that EP's coming out. Really looking forward to that, to be fair. I'm getting a lot of good feedback on it. So yeah, that'd be good. Moxie EP.
Nice. Gets us going.
I actually did a track. So after I played at Joshua Brooks. Have you heard of Joshua Brooks
Yeah.
in Manchester?
Yeah, man.
Fucking crazy.
It's all the
club.
all night long ones there. Hey, people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's honestly, it is amazing. It's really good. So yeah, I played there, come back, because it's up north, come home and made a track. I started a track like a real bouncy beat and going for acapellas and I found it says ain't no party like a JB party. I'm like, really? Like, have I actually just found this to put on this tune? Put it on the track and yeah, it's fucking, I put it on a story and Darius heard it, was like, what the fuck is that? Don't send that anywhere, send that to me. So yeah, literally. So I just sent him over like a clip of it and signed. Yeah, he said signed. He said send me the stems. He wants to remix. Done a remix. So we got some good promo of that being played there, which is good. But I made it for the club, and what's nice is I'm getting loads of messages from people from the club asking when it's coming out. And it's it's where he's got his residency. So yeah, looking forward to that coming out. I'll have a few more EPs coming on my label. I just need to work out what tracks I want to put on the label. I think I want to do either some free download stuff or stuff on Bandcamp. I definitely want to do some more stuff on Bandcamp because I can just throw stuff out quite quickly on there, which is nice. And it's not stuff I want to associate the label. Yeah. Don't really know where to sign it.
Make a bit of cash as well.
Yeah, make a bit of cash. Send him out for dinner.
Give him a payroll.
Yeah, it's nice to put a little single out now and again.
Yeah,
definitely as well. Yeah, well, I think there's another EP I've got already locked in for this year as well. Just trying to think what one it is.
Probably got that much music.
Yeah, so you've got a fair few tracks.
Yeah. It's been a busy couple of days, lads. Come on.
I'll let you off.
Brain cells.
Yeah, but no, mate, I'm focusing a lot on the label. To be honest, a lot of the music I'm making, if it's right for I'm being very, very strict with the label. So even if the music I'm making, if it's not right for the label, I'm not putting it on there. So
are you going to look to do events as well with the label?
Yeah, end of this year. I was thinking start of this year because it's been COVID. Obviously, I thought right label events, and where I've been promoting before, I sort of know where I wanted to go. I've got the conversations going with some people, but I'm just like at the start of this year, I was like, it's not the right time, and I've never ever wanted to do anything unless I know I can do the best at it, and give it 100%. If I can't give it 100%, then what's the point, You don't want to be remembered for doing something shit or it being dead. Do you know what I mean? So I thought it's just not the right time. And until the label's got, it's every release at the minute is smashing it. I'm so happy about it's going. So just keep doing this for a bit. And then I think end of the year, I think we'll start doing events. I've already got something we're going to do. 2 in Europe, 1 Germany, 1 Budapest that want to do a South Showcase.
1 in Australia, was it?
Yeah.
1 in Australia, yeah. You guys promoting it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, when I'm playing good part, I'm just keeping my eye out now. So when I'm traveling and playing, anyone I play for, I can see they're just a good promoter, and when I get there and how they are with me, and mainly the crowd. That's the main thing. Sound system, stuff like that. We can change all that, but yeah, the crowd is the main thing, and just how they are. And I'm like, I've asked a few people. I've asked a guy in Amsterdam who's fucking insane promoter. I went and played for him. I played back to back Prunk at his party. It was Ramo. Yeah. No, it was called Vibes.
Right.
VYBZ. At a club called Amaze. Fucking crazy club in Amsterdam. It's wicked. So yeah, just putting the feelers out. Asked a few people, and they're like, yeah. Some people are like, no, fuck off, George. It's happening, But like I said, I don't want to do it for the sake of it.
Yeah,
just to be another party in London or another party in the world. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I've got a good team around me. The people that released on the label, Luke Dean is gonna be fucking huge. Max Dean, Prunk's on the label. A guy called James Cole. He's going to be releasing the next EP.
He's Russian, or is that James View?
He's from Hungary.
Hungary, yeah.
Yeah, and it's him and his team.
Yeah,
are the guys I'm talking to about doing a South Showcase.
Yeah,
but he's releasing the next EP on my label. It's unbelievable. Like every time I play it, track ID, getting loads of messages after the gig.
When's this coming out?
It's going to be June. Yeah, next month. Yeah, not long at all.
What's the process like with the admin and stuff of the label? Like so when someone sends you a demo, you say I really like it. Then from then to when it gets released, how much work goes into that? What's the next steps?
Well, I'm like I said earlier as well. I'm not rushing stuff. You know, if it's good, it's good. It'll come out. And good house music timeless, so it hasn't got to be right. This sounds good now. Let's put it out in 4 weeks' time because it has to go out then. Because that's what I've heard a lot of people say it in a month or two. In a year or two that this won't be relevant. Well, you shouldn't be putting it out then. You know. So just take my time, holding on to the tracks a little bit, letting them play them, making look. This is going to come out on the label. Let's get into the right hands. In the meantime, you go and get loads of promo, as much as you can in it. I'm putting it into as many people's hands, just the right ones that I can, trying to get content for it. Because it's important. I hate it, social media. Like, I don't hate it. I don't like spending time on my phone, don't like being on it all, really. I do it because if
it's a necessary evil. Almost.
Yeah, if I weren't in this industry, I would not have social media. Full stop. I would not. Like, but it's just part of what we're doing now. So that's what I've got to work hard on getting all the assets for the label for each release. So spend time doing that. I do the artwork.
Yeah, handyman.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades and a master of a few.
Yeah, someone actually showed me how to do it, and it's like a template. And now, like, I released an EP a little while ago called System On, and the artwork for that was actually an Asics. I think that's how you say it. Asics shoe.
Oh yeah, Asics.
Is it Asics? How you say it? Right,
Asics,
but right.
Fuck off if you've got any idea what that is.
Asics.
The shoe.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I love him. Asics shoe. Yeah, it was a blue and black Asics shoe, and I did this thing on it, and
there you go.
yeah.
Now
The guy showed me how to do it and set me up a bit of a template, so now I can just sort of have a load of freedom artwork. So that's fun.
Good.
Yeah, it's handy to be able to have those kind of skills because since obviously starting the podcast, like we've had to dabble in a bit of video editing and obviously different artworks and graphics and stuff. It's good to have like a basic knowledge of stuff because you can knock things together quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas if you got to outsource everything, it takes time, two, it's money as well.
100%.
So we used to have a fourth.
If you can do shit yourself, of course it's going to help.
And you know what,
Definitely.
you've got the vision for it. So
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have a fourth member in the crew, but
Departed us.
he left. He was
Oh, no
actually a
way.
qualified graphic designer too. So when he left, we were like,
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Cost went through the roof.
Jaden.
Miss you,
Did he
Aiden.
take the mic with him then?
Nah, he was on the potty. He was
he
before
wasn't?
that. He was
Oh,
crazy.
he was backstage.
Prehistoric.
He's in the past now. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure we could have talked for hours, but we'll cut it there. Thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you.
been a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Cheers.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
You can dance. Dance to the beat. Dance to the beat. Dance to the beat. Beat. You can dance to the beat.